Assalamu alaikum dear students. Welcome all of you to Absec's online sport program. I am Aziz Aman from Garrison Boys High School. Hope so all of you are fit, fine and healthy. Students, today's our topic is expansion using algebraic identities. First of all, I want to highlight few things we discussed previously, but in previous lectures we just expand the algebraic expression without using identities, but now in further question we use a specific identity to solve the different questions. For example, in previously we multiplied the two terms. You can multiply any number with two expression, but we did not use any identity. But for further question, we will solve our question with the help of identity. At the end of this lesson, students will be able to learn the basic three identities, and also with the help of them they are able to expand certain algebraic expressions. Now students, we move towards our three basic identities. Most of you are already familiar with these identities, such as a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, and the second identity is a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square, and the third identity is a square minus b square is equal to a plus b a minus b. So before we moving towards next questions, first of all students, you must write these identities at least 5 times. Now the mechanism of these questions or identities is, first of all, you must learn these three basic identities. As I already discussed, if you write these identities 5 times, it will be clear for you. After that, if I take the example of 2x plus 3y whole square, student must remember your first term is your a and your next term will be your b. Any number written before plus or minus sign is your a, and any number written after plus or minus sign will be your b. After that, you can choose your identity, such as in this question there is plus sign between two terms, so we use first identity. It will become a square plus b square plus 2ab. Student must remember one thing: when you are taking a square, on a square we have 2x whole square. When you are taking the 2x whole square, you must take the square of 2, that will become 4, and you can also take the square of x, so it will become x square. The common mistake of many students is that they cannot take the square of x, they can just write it as 4x. So students, be careful about it. After that, you can take the square of the next term, that will become 9y square. After that, you can write 2ab, 2 into first term and second term. Now students, we discuss identities one by one. In first example, I take that such that there is plus sign between two terms. When there is plus sign between two terms and whole square, after that you must select the first identity, that will become a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. You can take the square of the first term. After that, you can take the square of the second term, then plus 2 into a into b. I'm again repeating students, the common mistake of student is when they take the square of 3x whole square, they can take the square of 3, but they do not take the square of x, that will be wrong. So you can take the square of both number. 3 square will become 9 and x square will become x square. Now my next question is similar to the last question. The only difference is the sign difference. In the last question, that is 3x plus 4y whole square, but now in this question, that is 3x minus 4y whole square. Students, when there is the difference of sign, your selection of identity will change. If there is plus sign, you can select first identity, but if there is minus sign between two expression, you can take the second identity. So in this, we can take the identity as a minus b whole square will be equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Student, all the process is same. The only difference is when there is minus sign between two terms, then the sign with 2ab will become negative sign. All the other procedure is same like last question. Now student, third identity is little bit changed from first two identity. In third identity, it is a minus b into a plus b or a plus b into a minus b. You must remember one thing for this identity, that the first term, if there is first term 3x, then the next expression must have the first term 3x. If there is second term is 4y, then the next expression must have the term 4y, but there is the difference of sign between both expression. If there is plus sign in first expression, then must be minus sign in the second expression. So in this condition, we can select the third identity, that is a square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus b. You can take the square of the first term minus square of second term. Here we have first term 3x, so we can take the square of 3x square, and the second term is 4y, so we can take the square of 4y whole square. Remember one thing, when you take the square, you take the square of both numbers, as 3 square is equal to 9 and x square is equal to x square. Now students, we are moving towards our second step, that is totally similar to first step in term of identities, but the only difference is in this step the expressions involve at least one fractions are both in fraction form. The terms are in the fractions form. Now student, I take the example as 1 by 2a plus 2 by 4b whole square. As you are seeing in this question, the expression contains two terms, 1 by 2a and 2 by 4b, and both terms are in fractions form. As there is plus sign between two terms, so we are very clear that we can select first identity, that is a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. The procedure is same. You can take the square of the first term, then take the square of second term plus 2 into ab. The main thing student you must remember, that is the most common mistake of the student are they can, when they take the square of the fraction, they take square of either of the denominator or numerator. That is mistake, because we can take the square of both denominator and numerator. As one is in numerator, so when we take the square of 1, it will be remains 1, and when we take the square of 2, it will become 4. So students must remember, in fractions term you must take the square of both numerator and denominator. In this question, I take the similar expression, but the only difference is sign difference. There is minus sign between two terms. So students, when there is minus sign between two terms, you can select the second identity and the remaining procedure will remain same. You can take the square of the first term, square of second term, and the only difference is when there is plus sign, there will be plus sign between 2ab, but when there is minus sign, there is minus sign between with 2ab. Now students, my next example belongs to third identity, as there is a plus b into a minus b. But I'm telling one thing again to you, you must remember, whenever we use third identity, there is sign difference between two expressions, and when there is 1 by 2a in the first expression, then the second expression must have 1 by 2a, and if there is 2 by 4b after plus sign, in the next expression must have 2 by 4b. The procedure will remain same. You can choose third identity, that is a square minus b square is equal to a plus b, a minus b. You can take the square of the first term minus square of second term, so it will become 1 by 2 a whole square and 2 by 4 b whole square, and your answer will be 1 by 4 a square minus 4 by 16 b square. Now students, it's your turn. As all of you know, mathematics is the name of practice, practice and just practice. So after seeing all these examples, you will be able to solve these questions of exercise 4b, question number 1, 2, 3, 7, 8 and 9. Hope so you will not feel any difficulty in these questions. Thank you students. Have a nice day.